thing I learned in life. One thing I learned in life. You can never bring somebody up if they don't want to go up. You can't. No matter how good you think you are, no matter how much you want to tell them, you can help them. If they don't want to go up, there's nothing you can do.
100%.
But the reverse is not true. So
move if you ain't on shit. Nigga hit my line, but you ain't on shit. Nigga can't move if you ain't on shit. Nigga, I'll share a jewel with y'all real brief, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the more I study the game, the more I understand how alignment is so important, you know what I'm saying? And how sometimes you can align yourself, which will propel you to kind of get where you want to go faster. And the reason why I say that is like, so Jay-Z is a good example, you know what I'm saying? I was watching an interview the other day, and the chick was like, yeah, you know, Jay in the 80s, you know, he was in this loft in London, like some player shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, even back then it was like, you know, popping that shit, spending money. Now, fast forward, you know, Kanye comes around Hove. And when Kanye comes around Hove, literally Kanye's career is just catapults, because at the time, Jay-Z already put in that time, at 10,000 hours, you know what I'm saying? And when Kanye aligned himself next to Hove, instantly his shit just blew up. I'm not saying Kanye wasn't the nigga before, but so a lot of times in hindsight, the blessing is even be able to stand next to certain niggas, because it's just certain people, man, that's just destined for greatness, man. You know, they done put the time in. You know, they got the wisdom, they got the knowledge. And a lot of times when you stand next to certain people, like even myself, like, you know, a lot of things changed for me recently in the last 2 years is when I did that coloring book for somebody that was highly successful, because I learned a lot. Her giving me the opportunity, she's a billionaire, to even be next to that. I was soaking the game up that after that, I just felt like I was just on a different frequency. And so I think a lot of us don't value that because we live in a microwave era. But once you start to get to like look at lineage and see how people elevated and who they was next to before they elevated, you just get to see like that shit is very, very vital. Because realistically, the difference between you becoming successful and not becoming successful is a lot of times is either you stopping you or that you lack of knowledge. And, you know, growing up, it's this saying that, you know, a lot of parents used to tell you, but it's real. When you look at it in totality, they'd be like, you are the company you keep. Watch your surroundings. But when you look at what I just broke down to you, like, if you look at Hove, to Dame Dash, to Kanye, to J. Cole, to Rihanna, that's all a tree. And that branch all started with 9 times out of 10, one person that elevated. Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Birdman. That's a branch that all kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And all I'm saying is, in general, when you look at this shit, man, knowledge is the key to everything. And when you stand next to somebody that's on the line of greatness, that's so good, and it's not always about the money, because 9 times out of 10, if you align yourself with somebody who got the knowledge, you gonna learn how to make money. That shit is just, it's inevitable. Like, you know, if you like a nigga kicking around me, you gonna learn some fashion shit. You gonna learn where to go get these hats from. You gonna learn cut and sew because you just around the access of being around me. You feel me? So it's like, you can't always look at it as like money, because that's going 9 times out of 10, that's gonna close a lot of doors from you, where you gonna have less access to knowledge, which if you think about it, knowledge is way more valuable than money, because you're gonna have that forever. If I give you $1,000 and then I don't see you for a year from now, and 9 times out of 10 you keep seeing me having more knowledge and doing more shit, you gonna want that access again to be like, damn, I want you to show me how to do this and that. So realistically, and I say that to say, like, you know, that's why you see niggas like Ye. Realistically, look at Ye, look at Rihanna, look at J. Cole. Shit, look at the Rockefeller before all that, even that era. It was something about that energy and frequency over there that everybody made money. I don't know, just being in the room, learning the game or whatever, but we could see that, like Hov said, I made a lot of niggas millions. Beans would tell you if he wasn't in his feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then fast forward to ask Beans on Drink Champs, who's a better businessman? He said Hov. So it's like years later, when niggas be out they feelings and they finally get to realize like what's really going on, the truth is in the facts. And if you really do, see, I do my homework, so that's why I like talking about this shit. But if you really do your homework, it's there. You feel me? So it's like, I just feel like, man, my goal is to like get niggas to see the bigger picture, and the bigger picture is like, nigga, see the bigger picture. Not only that, when you stand next to certain niggas, niggas only want to fuck with you because you be standing next to certain niggas. You know how many times I done seen like that shit is just like, just imagine when Jay-Z started doing songs with Kanye, how many other niggas want to start doing songs with Kanye? You feel me? That alone gonna bring in money. So that's why I'm saying you can't focus in on money. You just gotta focus in on the opportunity and being in your craft and being great. Because that shit, because I be feeling like that's why I always preach. The product should speak for itself. Because if you making your shit hot, like, all I'm saying won't even matter if Kanye didn't have the beats. He could have got next to Hov, but if that nigga Kanye didn't have that sauce, it wouldn't even matter, because 9 times out of 10, Hov wouldn't even probably want to fuck with him, because at the time, Hov was fucking with Pharrell, Timberland. So it's like, I just want to share that with y'all, you know. I've seen so many of my peers, you know, I feel like just chasing the wrong shit, man, and it's a blessing. I want to thank God. Shout out to the Most High for being able to do this for 10 years, because, you know, I just have a better understanding on what this shit really, really supposed to look like when you really on the line of building something bigger than you. And cutting corners, you know what I'm saying, not cultivating, just, you know, being an opportunist, is trying to hop at anything that looks good, or that shit don't last, bro. And I'm trying to tell you, man, I've seen niggas do that throughout the years, and I've always just had my own vision on where I need to be and where I need to go and what I need to do for the next step to get me there, and I've done it. I honestly say, looking back, it has worked out for me, you know. And not only that, now when I look at other people's road to success, I can see like that's the same blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Not wavering, man. Just kind of just staying 10 toes down on like what the vision and the mission statement is, man. You know, and you always gonna make adjustments. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because things is always gonna be changing. Evolution is always, you know what I'm saying, like changing as we speak. But the core and the foundation should always remain the same, man. And you know, I think that's like a part of my purpose, is like God using me as a vessel to show like it's cool to be like, it's cool to be you. You know what I'm saying? I was telling my brother that like the other day. I was like, you know, I think we living in a time more than less, like when I used to like be on what I used to be on, I was looked at as kind of weird. But now it's like that shit out the window, because everything that I used to be on, niggas is on, and they going harder than me on it. Like everything that I thought like, okay, I'm going over here, I'm about to do this, niggas is doing that. I'm seeing it with my own eyes. But at the same time, it's like, it's cool, because it's like when I was doing it, a lot of niggas used to kind of laugh or frown upon. And now I'm just grateful that niggas can see the vision. Like, and I always tell niggas, man, shout out to that nigga Yams. Because he the only nigga, bro. A lot of niggas might see greatness in you, will never tell you. That's the only nigga, bro, that pulled me to the side and said, bro, nah, you ahead of your time, bro. And I get what he meant by that. Like, all the shit that I've done, I'm seeing niggas eventually got to get there and do it too. And I'm just happy that, you know, I had enough confidence and faith that that was the right way. Because a lot of niggas waver when they don't see it ain't working. But for me, I think it always worked for me, though. That's the thing.